When we set in and out points in our clips, sometimes we'll refer to them as markers, like in the old days when an editor would mark the celluloid with a grease pencil. An in or out point is a specialized marker indicating a cut. The problem is, you're limited to having only 2 of them per clip if it's a simple edit, or a total of 4 if it's a split edit, with different ins and outs for audio and video. But you can have any number of generic markers in your clips, or for that matter, in your sequences. You can use them for alignment and synchronization, for navigation, for commenting, to split a clip into subclips, and to export to other applications. Let's start with the work file 7A. Double-click the clip Karate Markers to open it in the viewer. This example has 4 bits of action in a single clip. Let's add some markers so we know where it changes.
Yeah, he's fine.
As he completes the first kick, you'll find a new shot at the timecode 301. To mark this frame, just hit the M key. 2 things happen. A marker appears in the viewer scrubber bar, and an overlay appears on the picture. This overlay is only visible when the playhead is parked on this frame. Use the left and right arrows to move off and back onto this frame. When you're on a marked frame and the overlay is visible, you can hit M a second time to bring up the Edit Marker dialog. You can also open this window for a marker regardless of playhead position by command double-clicking a marker. We'll revisit this window later and discuss its other functions. Call the marker whatever you like. Let's enter Takedown. Use the comment area to make notes, and assign it any one of 8 colors. Click OK when you're done. Now scrub to 513 where the action changes again. And hit M to set another marker. Hit M again to open the Edit Marker dialog. Call it Back and Forth, and hit OK. Advance to 8 seconds, and hit M twice. Call it Takedown Wide, and hit OK. Navigate between your markers using the previous and next marker commands. Option M, or Shift up arrow to go to the previous marker, and Shift M, or Shift down arrow to go to the next marker. You can also control-click on the viewer's current timecode window. At the bottom of the drop-down, you'll find a list of markers you've set. Just select one, and the playhead jumps to that position. Now scrub to about 407. Let's use a shortcut to add a marker and open the Edit Marker dialog in one go. Instead of hitting the M key, hit Shift Option M, call it Temp Marker, and hit OK. You can move existing markers by command dragging them in the scrubber bar. Or you can reposition the marker that's left of the playhead by hitting Shift Accent Grave, which is the same key combination you'd use for typing a tilde in text entry. Or command double-click the marker to open the Edit Marker dialog and enter a new timecode value in the Start field. Highlight the frames portion of the timecode, enter a new value, and hit Return twice. The marker moves to the new timecode. To delete a marker, open its Marker Edit dialog by command double-clicking on it, and then hit the Delete button. Let's try it another way. Hit Command Z to undo the delete, and this time, command drag the marker out of the scrubber bar. Over in the browser, you'll find a disclosure triangle beside a clip that contains markers, just like you find beside bins. Click to open it. Here, you'll find the 3 markers you just set. Double-click on the takedown marker. The region between this marker and the next one opens in the viewer. You can drag it into the timeline as is, set ins and outs, or even add more markers. This may be convenient, but it creates an unaffiliated, independent clip, which can complicate media management if you need to recapture the clips at a later date. So it's best to get in the habit of using these markers to create affiliated subclips This means the parent clip will only be captured or recaptured once, and the subclip icons can be organized freely into different bins, rather than markers married to the parent clip. Just select the marker and go to Modify, Make Subclip, or use the shortcut Command-U. You can also make subclips by dragging one or all of the markers into a different bin. Let's try it with the enclosing bin. Select the markers and drag them to the bin icon. If you want them on the top level of the browser, drag them onto the name header. Now each time we got 3 new subclips, but note when you drag them onto the name header, the markers are removed from the parent clip. Hit Command-Z to undo until we remove all of the new subclips. And let's look more closely at how Final Cut reads markers. Double-click the parent clip. We used 3 markers to divide our clip. As a result, we only got 3 subclips, but this clip has 4 segments. Final Cut ignores the first, because it assumes you're marking the region in front of the marker. If you want to make a subclip out of the first segment, hit Function left arrow to go to the media start. Hit M twice, call it Flying Kick, and hit OK. Note that Final Cut preserves the marker order based on timecode. The new marker appears at the top of the list. Select all 4 markers in the browser and hit Command-U. Subclips are created in the enclosing folder, but this time they're organized alphabetically, just like any other clip. Markers are a great way to work faster and stay organized, and we'll see how markers function in the timeline in the next lesson.